I'll tell you where I am right now, and
Okay.
I, um, I've been really looking for a little help. Where this drunk monkey of mine been playing tricks on me. In other words, it's telling me that I really need to go through the process between getting the lead and contacting the person and doing a presentation virtually. It's where I am right now. I think that's about the only hang up that I really have is a fear that I really have right now. And I know it's just a mind thing. And
Yeah. What kind
I
of
would,
leads are you using right now?
what kind?
Yeah, where are you getting your leads from now?
Well, I'm not.
Okay.
Actually, that's my fear. Is if I had a lead, I would
Oh,
have, I would have that problem. However, what I would like to do is I would like to either pay for more coaching in that area, and after possibly going through it for a few times, I would like to get set up on ZenCall or whatever platform that you would suggest in getting leads. I don't mind, calling or talking to people or getting a lead. I would just like to be able um, to be able to sell the person once I get the lead. I don't want to waste the lead. That's the problem I'm having in my mind.
would you agree then that the only problem, since the industry is still working, still chugging along, still doing the same thing it's been doing, in my case for 12 years, getting better every year. Now during the coronavirus, every senior does not want to meet with anybody face to face. They all want to do it over the phone. So the only impediment, and one that you're willing to give up more money for, not having had any sales since we talked last in July, is here in between your ears. Is that what I'm hearing correct?
That's exactly correct. Yeah.
So you have not taken one mustard seed length step forward to have anybody at this point to have talked to even get rejected yet. You haven't even
Right.
exposed yourself to even practice to try to fail yet. Well,
Correct.
there's nothing that me or any sales coach or any sales trainer can do by imparting knowledge of what works if there's no willingness on your part to experience any pain going forward.
Hmm.
If you're not willing to experience the pain of doing it wrong until you get it right, if you're not willing to talk to one potential client, to talk to one potential senior to get rejection, because the truth about this industry, which is no different than any other in which we're communicating a service or a product, is that we have to go through a lot of rejection before we find the success. It's just like fishing. You got to cast a lot of times before you finally get that fish on the line. And if you're not willing to cast the first line to even see if somebody would reject you, I mean, you never know. That first person you talk to may just grab you by the collar and say, sell me something, take my money right now. You never know. But if you don't have the faith of a mustard seed, that you'll even step out in this much faith to even have a conversation with somebody. I mean, if you're not willing to take one step forward at this point, then all the dialers in the world, all the lead sources, hell, even the free lead sources would do you absolutely no good, because you have to be willing to take the rejection, that 1 through 9, until you get to the win, which is the trophy, which is the 10. And if you can't handle half of one or 1 inch toward the 10, then I don't know of anything that's going to be able to help except maybe somebody that's way above my pay grade that has some real formalized mental health
Oh,
training that would help you get through whatever the struggle is that is preventing you from taking the painful action that gets to the successful result. And certainly
now,
there are people out there that they want to work a 9 to 5 job and they do
mm,
so very successfully and they're very articulate and great, technically skilled at what they do. And that's their comfort zone. And maybe that's where it is for you. In my
mm,
case, the reason it made me so successful was I was freaking hungry. My government job was done. I had no more income coming in from that. I didn't have a retirement coming from that. And I either had to starve and be on the street with my kids or get off my butt and be uncomfortable to the point that something was going to happen. Either I was going to try this and it was going to fail, or I was going to try this and it was going to work. But I had no bridge behind me, nobody paying my light bill for me, nobody paying my house payment for me.
And he said, Les Brown, he said, if you want to do anything worthwhile in life, you've got to be hungry.
It was either sink or swim. And far too often I find agents that are so willing to let this thing ride for a year and tell everybody I'm an insurance agent, and let this thing ride for another year and tell everybody they're an insurance agent, because somebody or someone, typically a spouse, is paying for their overhead so that they're experiencing no pain. And I think without any pain, there can't come any growth. And if you're afraid to have even the possibility of rejection that may come from a conversation that you're not willing to have in the first place, then you won't even get out of the house, much less have a successful career of influencing people on a big scale so that you're very, very successful, because that's what it takes. It takes thousands of conversations to get hundreds of clients. And if you can't have the first one, then it's not a technology issue.
Yeah.
It's not a sales training issue or methodology or a motivation thing. It's something that you've got to fix or make a decision.
Well, first of all, Chris, I think maybe you may have misunderstood what I was trying to say. I am not afraid of talking to people. I've spoken with people. I've got some people that I've spoken with that I will be contacted and doing AEP.
So the only impediment, and one that you're willing to give up more money for, not having had any sales since we talked last in July, is here in between your ears. Is that what I'm hearing correct?
That's exactly correct, yeah.
Hi, I'm Christopher Westfall. I own a website called MedicareAgentTraining.com. And since 2013, we've helped thousands of agents become successful in this business of helping our seniors with their Medicare solutions all across the country. And we do it primarily by telephone for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and all the ancillary products that go along with it. One thing that I can't provide is I teach agents how to sell over the phone and teach them about Medicare and keep them up to date on what's happening with Medicare changes. One thing that I can't provide is the hunger to get forward, the hunger to be successful. Whatever it is that you have to do within your own life, and this is why I constantly tell agents you have to work on personal development. You cannot let a week go by that you've not filled your head with positivity and things that are going to move you forward. That's on you. You have to bring that to the training, because that's something that you exclusively can decide whether or not you're going to pour positivity into your life, or if you're going to let this world affect you and take on all the negativity that's just out there waiting to seep into your life through the television, through the radio, through the internet, and everything else. You have to stop that, make a decision to be thankful, first of all, for what you already have. Because if you're not thankful for what you already have, regardless of where you think you are, regardless of what pit you think you're starting from, if you're not thankful for what you have, you will not get one thing added to you. That's first and foremost. After you're thankful, start looking for people and things that can be around you that can put positivity into your life. There are many training solutions out there for personal development, and I encourage you to access all of them. If you constantly work on personal development and then work on simultaneously the tools, the tips, and the tricks from people who are doing what you want to be doing successfully, you cannot help but succeed. All I can provide is the tools, the training, everything that we do that makes selling Medicare successful. But what you have to provide, and none of the other stuff works, no matter how good it is, if you don't have this right. First of all, you have to believe that you deserve it. Secondly, you have to fix your upper limit problem, which is when things start going well, you stop your success because you think you're not worthy of the next level. Only you can solve that. And then you make the decision that you're going to go forward. You're going to go through the mechanics until you reach the level of success that you're looking for. But I can't bring that no matter how hard I try. And it's frustrating. I want to bring the people with me. You can't lead a horse to water and drown him in it. You can only do what you can to provide the tools and the technology and the training to get where they need to go. But really, none of that happens at all if you don't get your head right. And that's a choice. That's a decision you have to make on a daily basis. You're going to get up, you're going to go, and you're going to feed your mind positive things that are going to move you forward. Because without the right decision, without the attitude of gratitude to start everything, and trust me when I'm telling you this, I'm getting very old now. And it's from a lifetime of seeing the results of whether I start off my day being thankful and looking for the positive and filling my head on purpose with the positive, or start off the day by complaining. No matter what the scenario is, you can look at it two different ways. You can start off every day complaining and murmuring and being bitter about what's going on and being the professional victim, as so many people in our culture today are doing and showing others to do. Or you have to make the decision to look at it the other way. The choice is only yours. I'm here to help any way I can. Take care. Bye-bye.
My name's Phyllis Dixon. I'm from Tidewater, Virginia, and I really enjoyed this session of the Medicare Agent Training Institute here in Charleston, South Carolina. The people that come are from all over the United States, full of enthusiasm, excited about the prospects of selling Medicare to more people and helping more folks. And the attitude of all the staff at Medicare Agent Training is so professional and so kind and thoughtful about others, and so thorough that it's very inspiring, and I highly recommend working with them and being at any of their events. And I've enjoyed it so much. I'm taking a lot away, and I've met new people, and I'm very excited about that too.
Hey everybody, this is Steve Lindsay from Orlando, Florida. How are you doing? I just wanted to, if you need any convincing to come aboard with Chris, let me assure you it would be one of the best decisions you've ever made. I've been in the business almost 30 years. No one has come even close to the information and the help that you got from Chris and his organization.